If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos.
Aloha friends, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make my flourless chocolate hazelnut cake. And what you're going to start with is unsweetened chocolate. If you look at the ingredients, it's one ingredient, it's chocolate, and you want 4 ounces of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop 4 ounces of this baking chocolate. Don't eat it, it's not very good. My son he popped it in his mouth and he's like, oh, this isn't good chocolate, because it's very bitter. It's just 100% chocolate. There's no sweetener in it. So you're going to chop that pretty fine. This is such a simple dessert. It sounds so decadent, and it really is. And I often serve it at Thanksgiving and Christmas because it's easy for me to make, and everybody absolutely loves it. Everybody loves chocolate, right? And then if you want to be really special, you serve it with my ice cream. So you want to chop pretty fine. And what you're going to do is use a double boiler. So I'm going to pull this pot over, which, ooh, it's hot. I already had boiling, so it was ready for the video. So a double boiler is just a pot, and then you want a heat-safe bowl to put over the top of it. And I'm going to put the chocolate right on in there. And you want a cup of, if you want to make it dairy-free like I'm going to, a cup of coconut oil, or you could use butter. There's also, what we usually use is butter-flavored coconut oil, but I'm out of that. It's really, really good. And you're just going to turn the heat on, and you can watch this. It's just going to melt away, and you kind of want to be close with a spoon to stir it because you don't want to burn the chocolate. Then it turns pretty bitter. So I have my oven on to 350. It happens pretty quickly. You could do this in the microwave if you don't want to do a double boiler. I always think it's funny when recipes call for using a microwave. I feel like, that's not really, I don't know, very cool to write the recipe that way. No judging, I use a microwave. I just don't want to write a recipe saying I use a microwave, right? And then you want an 8-inch pie pan, and I'm going to grease that with some avocado oil spray. I don't want it to stick. So once it's melted, you're going to take it off the heat. Actually turn the heat off now because I don't want to scorch it. I'm not even going to use a hand mixer. I'm just going to use my fork to stir all the ingredients. So let's take this off because it's almost done. The chocolate's all melted. I'm just waiting for the coconut oil to melt. So move this aside. That become a little closer. Okay, so now I'm just stirring the chocolate. And I am going to add my natural sweetener, okay? The full ingredients are on my website, ketomaria.com. Stir that on up. I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of this wonderful hazelnut collagen. So not only is this a flourless cake, it is filled with healthy collagen. This is stuck. So a 1/2 cup of that. There we go. Always add a little bit of salt to your desserts because you could use less sweetener. Salt is a flavor enhancer. I'm also going to add some stevia glycerite because that's going to round out the sweetness. And I'm going to add a little vanilla. You could also add almond extract. I've done that before. I'm going to stir this on up. And then all you have to add is 5 eggs. 5 eggs going in. Stir, 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 stir. If you're not afraid of raw eggs, I'm not. You could taste it, make sure it's sweet to your liking. And just know that when you bake things with erythritol or allulose, it gets a little less sweet after you bake it. So if it's too sweet, it might be just perfect once it's done baking. So you have this nice, beautiful batter, and I'm going to put it into the prepared pan here. And then I'm going to bake it for 22 minutes. Well, I have a little bit of coconut oil not melted, but that's all right. I'm going to bake it for 22 minutes. And it's going to be perfect little chocolate cake. Easy peasy. All right, the timer went off. Here it comes. There's the flourless chocolate hazelnut cake. And I do like it to be a little bit jiggly in the center, because then it's like a little bit of a lava cake in there. But you put a scoop of ice cream, of my healthified vanilla ice cream on there, and it is divine. Check it out at ketomaria.com. Flourless chocolate cake. You like it?
Yeah.
Good stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to say?
Cook with your kids.
If you want to change your life like I've changed mine with food, I would be honored to help you. Many of you don't know that I was twice my size. I had acid reflux. I had PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I had depression. I had IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. And food changed my life. And not only did that happen, I get to eat good food, right? Good food. So if you want to eat good food, I have perfected meal plans made by me and personal help with supplements or modifications. If you have Hashimoto's, if you have Graves, if you have IBS, if you have PCOS, contact me. I would be honored to help you. You can go to keto-adapted.com and find a lot of different options there for personalized help, or message me by commenting below on this YouTube video, or you can check me out at mariamindbodyhealth.com. Mahalo.
Sharing is caring. Share this video with